What up, bro?
What's up, man?
Busy day, man. Busy day.
Oh my God, super busy day, man. Super. It
How you
is.
doing?
I'm great over here. Let's invite the lady of the hour, time of the essence. Let's see. And send a request, Ebony. Where's she at? She ain't sent a request.
Yeah, you better make sure you approve it, man. She got excited last time. She
Yo,
was
I'm
like,
asking you to join, and you're not even joining now, Ebony.
next time you go live and I send a request, you better answer it. So you better
I
answer it,
know,
man.
right? There she go. View. She had to tell Big Steve to hide. That's what it was.
You gotta put her back underneath the bed again.
Yeah. You had to tell Steve. I told you had to tell Steve to hide, yo.
What's up, sis?
Hacker, what's going on?
Oh,
Not
you
much.
didn't give us the live and direct look how you was last time.
What?
I wanted the raw and uncut.
You want the raw nut cut?
Yeah, you had the chicken wing out last time. Hey man, you over there cooking and stuff. You supposed to be doing the interview. Come on, get with it.
I
She got make
We
Big
we
Steve
we
some
bootleg, but we
dinner.
trying to be professional, yo. We gonna put this on YouTube. They gonna see
okay.
this. They gonna see this when you become a millionaire. They gonna see this. Like, yo, look at her. When we all become millionaires, they gonna see this. How about that?
I like
Okay.
that. I'm with that.
Yeah. How was your day today? Before we get started,
It was pretty good.
it was
It
pretty
was
good.
pretty
Busy. How was
good
your day today?
yesterday. How was your day?
My bad. Oh, busy. Busy as heck. I gotta drive away for a lumper fee, and I don't know when he gonna call. He might call in the middle of this, so just be ready.
Yeah.
How was yours? My bad.
Uh, James.
James, my main man, my homie.
It was interesting, man. Just transitioning through stuff and everything, man. I think I'm headed toward a less stressed life. We're gonna see with the next day
Yeah.
or two.
We gonna have to talk about that. We're gonna have to talk about that. But
Well, we can't
first,
we can't
what's
we
that?
can't talk about it. I said we can't talk about it till it's official. We're gonna see like what the deal is the next day or two. We're gonna
Okay.
see. Yeah.
All right, we'll wait. We'll wait. Well, let's go ahead and get it started, man. This is gonna be our sixth episode of Eavesdropping Knowledge, where we talk
Okay.
trucking and other entrepreneurship businesses of just dropping knowledge, man. I'm messing up the intro, but we have a lady here, a young queen. Time of the essence. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Did I
correct.
get it right? Miss Ebony here.
Mm, yes, sir.
Ebony, we had you on last week, but I really wanted to get pretty much from how you started and to where you are now. Tell us what you was doing before you started dispatching, and then what piqued your interest, who course you took or you didn't take, or how did you get started to where you are now?
So back in 2020, I worked for a logistics company. During the pandemic, I had worked for them for like 20 years. And in the midst of when the pandemic first started, I went out with having some health issues. So I had to do radiation treatment. Once I came
Mm.
back from medical leave, like a month and a half later, they ended up letting me go.
Ooh.
Uh, so that was like in November 2020. So once they let me go, I ended up jumping into Alex Good Energy course. So I had
How
spent
did,
my last
tell-
check that I got from them.
how did you find Alex?
Huh?
How did you find Alex? Did you find him off like a podcast, or you found him? How did you find him?
I followed him for a while, him 500, and of course, you know, he run his ad so much. So just one night I was up on social media, and I'm
Yeah.
like, forget it, I'm about to cash in. So I bought his
Yeah.
course. So that's how I
Mm.
got started, but I was already in the logistics world anyway. So transportation is my passion. So it was nothing for me to like do, but you know what I'm saying, learn the ins and outs of how to dispatch, you know what I'm saying, properly. Because I'm
Okay.
always, you know, on the logistics side, you know, the moving parts from the ships to the, you know, the trucks and things of that nature. I just needed to know how to properly go about dispatching the moving parts.
I got you. So at your last job, what were you doing there? You was dispatching there too, or what were you doing?
Yeah, well, I was a manager, so I was
Okay.
over, you
You were
know,
bossing people around.
So when you done spend 20 years of a company, you know what I'm saying, it's easier for them. They didn't like me anyway. Y'all know that. To whereas, you know, I could be a handful, but at this particular time, I
Yeah.
was just, you know what I'm saying, I'm battling, you know what I'm saying, dealing with cancer. So it was just, you know, I was already showing stress anyway, because my therapist was like, you just seem so stressed. And you know, when you're in a higher position with a company, shit, everything
Sure.
be on you. So I was shorthanded of people. So the reason they got rid of me is because I wasn't taking a lunch. And I found out in Texas, you have to take a lunch. You know what I'm saying? After
Wow.
working 6 hours. But I was shorthanded. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing my job plus a couple of other people's jobs. But they ain't give a shit.
So
So
Letting
so
you
when
when
go
you
I
the
was
was
in
wrong
getting,
next
this
mile.
so
Go
when you
ahead.
were in this position and they let you go, like what was your initial feeling? Were you like hurt or were you angry? I mean, 20 years was a long time. So I mean, as much as we, you know, we strive for entrepreneurship and everything, 20 years, that's still like a relationship, even though it's with, you know, an employee-employer relationship, that's still a relationship. That's a lot of time and energy invested. So how did you initially feel? Like, what was your initial reaction?
well, my initial reaction was like, oh, okay, shit, fuck this company. Shit,
Hey,
no,
raw nut
seriously.
gut.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you know, I'm trying to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm battling with my health issues. I even went as far as that's how I tell you how we go out our way building somebody else's dream because my oncologist wanted me to take my radiation and stuff during the week. I schedule my shit around like, hey, it'll be better if I do it like on a Friday because I'm off on the weekend. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So depending on how I was feeling after my treatments, you get what I'm saying? So shit, I work my schedule to help them out and but of course they brought new management in and the lady didn't like me anyway.
Mm.
So that was just
So
So
you
you
so you
literally
took
so
fighting for your life and you trying to arrange your treatments around them to keep them up and running. And then at the end of that, they said, well, we're going to have to let you go.
yeah, they told me I'm talking about even, you know, like they even had me moving around, like training so many people, like, and then like, especially when I came back, they had hired, I knew it was like a trend anyway, because like the man that was over me, he had been with the company like 15 years. He contacted me while I was out on medical leave and he said they just fired me. So they was going after the heavy hitters anyway. You get what I'm saying? The people that had
mm,
tenure in the company. So, you know, and you gotta think, like down here in Texas, it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, ethnicities down here. And we know, like, just like on the freight side, you know, we know like the foreigners will take the cheap freight. You know what I'm saying? That's why they messing up the game for us. And that's just like in the job sector. They gonna work for anything. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to be able to send money over to their country. They might have like 15 people living with them too. You know what I'm saying? So those working for $7, $8 or whatever the case may be, that's easier for them because they got a whole wad of people living in their house. So it ain't all the bills is not just on them.
I got you. So after they let you go, you said you found Alex. You've been vetting him for a while, following him 500, and you took the course. How long did it take you to like get up and running with your business?
So after I took the course, I mean I took it like 2 weeks straight, like I was just digging in. So I ended up starting, getting my LLC in December. I'm gonna say I probably got up and running by January. But in the midst of me getting up and running, I didn't get carriers right away.
So it took you. When did you? So you got the course in November or December?
November.
November, and you pretty much already finished it, and you was already up and running like full 100%. That's one thing I want to say I noticed with a lot of people who take it serious and people that's actually doing good. Myself, James, you, Leash, anybody that I talk to that's actually like up and running and doing good and doing decent, they didn't bullshit with the course. They actually took it and went
I gotta
on.
correct you there, brother. I gotta correct
Oh
you there.
no,
I gotta
you
correct
didn't
you
take
there.
it seriously?
Bro,
Oh no.
so no, bro, I bought it in July of like 2020, and
Yeah,
I didn't go through it until because, well, like I said this before, like
you're a
originally
fraud, bro.
I had got it.
Get off the podcast,
No,
bro.
no, no, no. Originally I had got it,
Get them off.
and my wife was gonna look into whatever, but then she had this great opportunity, so it was like
Yeah.
we weren't using it. So then in like March of 2021 is when I was like, you know what, let me go back. And I went through it in like a day. And then
Yeah.
when I actually went through it and everything, I was like, okay, let's go. And then I, did everything. But I did have it and I didn't do nothing with it because like I said, originally it wasn't for me specifically. But
But
yeah, when the
even
time came,
I
I
say
got on
this,
it.
no, I say this, even when somebody, I'm just not giving you an excuse, but I just say when people actually took the course, not buying it. If you took the course, it didn't take you that long to finish it. I know some people who got the course and then they like watch one video and then pretty much 5 months later they watching the second video. So it's like they're not like actually trying to do it. But I guess God dang, James, messed up my point. You could have
Now
faked it until after we got
once I
after the
jumped in,
podcast.
once I jumped in, I jumped in. Like literally, I took the exam like maybe 2 days later, and then passed it, and that was it. So
I got you. So you pretty much are you using the restroom in the middle of the podcast?
nah,
No,
she in the kitchen,
I'm
man.
running water.
She, you cooking?
Still
You can't be cooking chicken in the middle of the cast, yo.
she's still working on Big Steve's dinner.
I know
Yeah,
my
I'm
big
still
Steve.
working on
She
my
gotta wait, man. But no, so you took the course. You got it up and running by January. How long it took you to get your first carry?
So, because I'm so transparent, it took me about 6 months.
Wow,
Wow.
that's big. It took you
Yeah.
6 months. So tell me the feeling and of how you was doing, because from January to what's that, June, I think that's 6 months, right? That's how did you like hang in there, or did you hang in there? Like what was the feelings? Tell me what was going on between those 6 months.
So I had an accountability partner, my cousin. She took it too, so we kept going back and forth off of it. I just kept grinding, but I was, I noticed like in this business, a lot of people don't like transparency. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not finna sugarcoat anything. Like, because I know, like right now, even if you talk to a carrier now, they don't understand. Like, you got to get the grunt in. Like, so if you can survive this now, you can survive anything. But they just not knowing that these rates are stabilizing themselves. So y'all so used to the COVID rates. So now it's like a culture shock to the people that ain't never been through this. So they like, how am I supposed to survive? So yeah, I kept getting turned down. I was out at truck stops talking, calling people, putting ads out.
But you stuck
So,
with it.
so how'd you ultimately get your first
Continue to
carrier? Like,
grind.
where did that lead come from?
So my lead came from me going on the FMSCA website. So
Tell us about that.
I started doing text
We know
messaging
about it, but
marketing.
other people don't know about it.
Okay. It's the Federal Motor Carrier website where you go and find carriers that have new authority that's just applying for their authority that goes active on that particular day. So that report comes out every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so once just start going through that list and start doing text messaging marketing. Instead of cold calling, I do text messages.
Okay. So you got your first lead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So my first lead, yeah, this lady that's Hispanic. She knew nothing about the hot shot business. She had 2 trucks, and we went from there. So, yeah, that's how that
What did
went.
What's up?
Yeah.
How did you and you knew nothing about the hot shot business?
Oh,
What?
no, you know what? No, listen. I had already said before I even got started, I
Somebody
said
building
hot
a
shots.
house in the background?
That's over somebody else, right? Ain't nobody building no house over here.
Who they building a house in your background, James?
Nah, man, they cooking, man. They cooking.
Exactly. So I ain't thought you
They
weren't cooking.
drum line in the
But
background.
right. So but I had
Nah.
already told myself, and you know what I'm saying, just speaking it into existence, like making an affirmation that, you know what I'm saying, hot shots was gonna be my niche. And
Okay.
yeah, and it was just amazing how my first carrier they had 2 hot shots. So.
Now, what made you get into hot shots? Because like Alex, of course, talked nothing about hot shots. What made you say, man, instead of hot shot, semis, box trucks, you went to hot shot? What made you do that?
So I just thought because down south, they run them. You see them all the time, goosenecks, all that. So I had ended up just doing more research on them, outside, because Alex don't teach anything about hot shots. And then I grabbed a couple of ebooks from like B Logistics, Brandon. So and I went there. I just learned, you know what I'm saying, that you gotta, when you're dealing with hot shots, you partial them out. You know what I'm saying? But when you partialing them out, you gotta make sure that insurance can cover that freight. So if you pick up 2 drops and we got $100,000 on cargo insurance, you don't want to make sure that don't exceed over there, because if something happened to that freight,
So explain that. Break that down for me, so if you have 2 parcels on there, and you pretty much need to stay under 100,000. So what if both carriers that you should I say both brokers require for you to have 100,000? You can't use both of those.
Yeah. So
you can't
So you have, I mean, long as the freight doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Because we got every carrier has to have 1 million liability and 100,000 in cargo. So with high
Exactly.
shot, you got to be really careful with, you know what I'm saying, the type of freight you picking up. Because, a lot of people like to maximize on a trailer, which is good. But also you got to be mindful before you continue to maximize on your trailer that make sure this freight stay under $100,000 when you partialing it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if
That's something that
yeah, so if some of that freight, say for instance, you pick up 3 partials and when you doing high shot, you definitely got to strategically plan it. It's much more work than, you know what I'm saying, just doing an 18-wheeler. An 18-wheeler
yeah.
easy to dispatch. It's nothing to it. Well, I ain't gonna say it's nothing to it, but it's
Yeah, whoa.
like
Don't
I
say it's
gotta.
easy and then to it now. Come on, put some
Right.
respect on our
No,
names
but
now,
I'm
girl. Don't
saying
let me.
no, but I'm saying it's I have to do a lot of when you dealing with high shots,
Yeah,
you
I
you
know.
have to
I know.
deal with a lot. Like
It is a lot
serious.
more. So let me ask you this:
Yeah.
what do you think is the best load board for hot shots in your experience?
The best low board is DAT.
Okay, so it's still
To
that.
me, yeah, still that, but it's about building your relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's all on relationships because, like, I hardly ever use DAT now because I have relationships where I get emails constantly or calls, and you know what I'm saying, asking me. Because I also let my brokers know, like, hey, if I know where my driver going, so I'm like, hey, my driver his last stop gonna be in. We just gonna say Utah, shit. Um, so they already pre-knowing, like, so my driver already let me know, hey, I supposed to be there by Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already on Monday. I'm gonna be like, look, my driver's supposed to be in reach Utah by Wednesday. So if they do come across some freight coming out of Utah, they're gonna call me or email me and say, hey, you still got that driver in Utah? Can y'all take this load?
That's big there. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
So give us some more game on the hot shots, because when I watch interviews, a lot of people just kind of like skip around a lot of stuff. What's some nuggets that somebody that doesn't know anything about hot shot? What's some game that you can give them on how to book loads and how to be effective out there?
So basically you definitely gotta, you know what I'm saying, when we do strategic with 18-wheelers, but with high shots it's definitely about strategizing, like seriously. So when it's rocking for high shots, you know what I'm saying, because they under the flatbed sector, so if I'm leaving out of Texas and I might get some out of Texas, I'll probably take my driver up to Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? But also, you have to know that hot shots have to go outside of the 75-mile radius of deadhead. Sometimes when you're a hot shot, you got to step outside of that radius. You got to kind of take yours to like 150. So sometimes it might be too high. I might have to take him over to a whole nother state if he going to a dead state. You see what I'm saying? But we
Yeah.
know like hot shot do more mileage. You know what I'm saying? So I can, especially if it's nothing like right now with it so much freight scarce, I could probably take a hot shot from Texas. Then, that's where the strategic lead from. If you want to keep making money, especially when it slows down for them, you might have to take a Texas to California. But when it's busy, you can bump them like state to state. You know what I'm saying? The closest
Yeah.
vicinities of states surrounding wherever you picking up.
Do they treat hot shots? Do the brokers treat hot shots like they do box trucks, or are they kind of like them a little bit?
Hot shots is better than box trucks.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
So what?
because you know hot
Well,
shots move a lot of oil field equipment.
Yeah.
So what are I guess what's the average now for like hot shots right now? Like what's the most you can make in this market with a hot shot? If you got somebody that'll run, that want to run and work, all week
If you're
and
running
weekend.
48, so if you're running 48 states and you stand out 2-3 weeks out, some weeks you can clear, you know what I'm saying, 5-6. I know when it was busy, some of my carries clearing $7,000. You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
But now it varies now. One week you might, because I might take a good paying partial load that's paying $2,900, and it's probably gonna take him 2 days to get there. Then I pick him something else up that I might grab for $1,500. But he's traveling a little more than a 600-mile radius that an 18-wheeler needs to stay under. They still go by the service hours. They still have to abide by the service hours. You got non-CDL and then you got CDL. The difference between non-CDL and CDL, the non-CDL has to stay under 26,000 pounds. That's with truck and trailer and freight altogether.
I heard somebody told they driver take your business name off the side of that truck and run.
Yeah. But you know what? What
I ain't telling y'all to do that, but
Right. But you know what I found out though? The guy that called me while we was on live last week. So
Yeah.
I do my investigation, whatever. The guy that called me last week, he was running without no authority.
How do you book loads without an authority?
I don't know. I can't even tell you. Because I went to, you know what I'm saying? I asked my factoring company to look him up.
He was using somebody else's authority?
I guess he probably is, but from what we know, why he talking about he done had his stuff since 2019 and all this, but
great thing about it, you probably can't do that.
Right.
That's crazy though. I hate to say that.
Yeah.
So what's the average rate per mile looking like right now for hot shots?
The average probably like 150, 160. You're gonna get some hits and misses just like with 18-wheelers. You might, like I know with C.H. Robinson, you might get over $2-3, just depending on where it's going. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing about C.H. Robinson, they the only ones that do fuel surcharges.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I had a carrier that was pushing that, like, oh, just make sure you get the fuel surcharges. And I was like, look,
a lot of
don't care
brokers
nothing
don't
about
do
no
that.
fuel surcharge.
No.
Yeah, they don't care.
Alan Lund does it. Alan Lund does it.
Oh, really?
Alan Lund does it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very few. It's very few that gives out fuel. It's very few that gives out fuel surcharges. Like seriously, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what's your feelings? So we know pretty much how you came all the way to the point you are right now. What's your feelings on the market right now with how everything is going? You talked about it last week, but I want to get you now how you feel about it.
It's a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really shaky. You know what I'm saying? Because we're used to, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, even us as dispatcher, we used to, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a couple of carriers drop too. You get what I'm saying? They can't stay in the fight.
Yeah.
So, not only is taking hits, we taking hits. You know what I'm saying?
I was talking to, not to interrupt you, I was talking to James the other day, and like owner operators, they're like struggling, but for fleet
Yeah.
owners, they really struggling because on average, all of my drivers are spending 2,500, 26 a week on gas,
Yeah, on diesel. Yeah.
and
So that's one of
and
the
then
highest
if you
costs.
Yeah.
and it just they said fuel just hit like it's like highest. I just saw today. I think it's like 560,
Mm,
560 a gallon, the average. As high as
that's
it ever
crazy.
been.
Yeah, because
That's
Joe
crazy. That's
Biden
like
So
ain't
$1 a
doing shit
mile.
about it. Yeah.
if you spending 2,600 a week for gas, and then if you're paying your driver 1,500, and then you got to pay your insurance, and then you got to pay your truck note, and then you got to pay your dispatcher.
And your preventive maintenance, and just your
So
what do they call it,
so
your
so
prorated
so
costs
we
and
gonna be
everything.
one of the first people they went. Yeah. So we
Yeah.
gonna be one of the first people they cut because they feel
Yep.
like, you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
But what
Yeah,
they fail to realize is if you don't, if you don't have one of us behind you, you still might lose at the end. You get what I'm saying?
exactly.
Because here it is, you trying to look up loads, you trying to send paperwork over. You could be on to the next. It's
And
always a cost. Any business you get in, it's a cost of doing business. Any business.
exactly,
And a
exactly.
lot of people don't understand business. You
Bro,
got to spend money to make money.
you said 560 a gallon. That's literally, so like, I mean, I know the newer trucks are probably a little more fuel efficient, but if you under, a decent load and you getting 5-6 miles to the gallon, that's literally like $1 a gallon. I mean, $1 a mile. So you think about when you're talking to these brokers and you trying to negotiate, bro, even if you get like 275, like we were saying before, 275 is like a decent rate right now in this market. You really just doing
Yeah, it's
175 after fuel, you know what I'm
stabilizing.
saying?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah,
Nah, definitely.
yeah.
Something got to happen. The rates and the gas can't be high. Something got to give. Either the rates got to be high, or the gas got to be high. Something. But
But
they both or
we getting hit on the consumer side. You know what I'm saying? Get gas $4 down here in Texas right now.
oof.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same in Atlanta. It's not 4. We at
Mm.
3 right now, but
You said, well,
Yeah,
she
3.
said gas is $6.39 in PA. That's crazy.
it's
She
what?
talk, is it? Are you talking about, Alicia? Are you talking about gas or you talking about diesel? You're not talking about unleaded. Okay, diesel, but that's still crazy expensive.
That's crazy. That's 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 even more reason why the short loads, and the
Yep,
lightweight, you know,
yep.
It
Uh,
it,
even
it
okay,
more.
matters.
okay,
It
okay.
matters.
I got a question. I got a question for you. So I ran this by Karis, right? I just want to get your opinion, right? So had a load for a carrier, and it was so this carrier is power only, right? So I mean, the one thing that me and Karis do that we always talk about is when we have power only carriers, we always try and run loadouts whenever possible because trying to
Right.
find power only
Oh,
loads is just like that's a headache.
it's
Like
hard.
when you
Yeah,
find
it is.
exactly when you find that loadout, you basically turning your power only into a drive-in, so you have a
Drive
whole
in.
lot bigger market or whatever. So anyway, so I got a relationship with this broker, right? He looks out. He consistently looks out for me. He calls me at least 3, maybe 4 times a week. Like, hey man, I got some. But all his stuff is coming out of like Atlanta, the Georgia area. So I had to load for this carrier, and it was from Georgia, outside of Atlanta, going to Charlotte. So it's about 185 miles, right? I asked him, I said, bro, what's the weight on it? He said, oh man, it's under 10,000 pounds. This is about 9,500 pounds for an 18-wheeler. And so it's a preloaded trailer, right? So you pick it up, you take it to Charlotte, and then he actually lets me use it or let my carrier use it for like 2 days as like a loadout, and you just got to bring it back to Atlanta, and then he might have another one and you shoot out again. You know what I'm saying? So it's a pretty good deal. So Atlanta area to Charlotte is about 185 miles. It's under 10,000 pounds. So let me ask you, if you was getting that load, what do you think would be a good rate for that load for one of your carriers? She froze.
She froze.
She got disconnected.
I know, right? Fixing the chicken and everything.
Yeah, you just
told you gotta leave that.
I'm freezing.
Yeah, that Metro PCS alone. Wireless.
Leash on some other stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. 185 miles leash? 185 miles? $1,100? You think that's reasonable? That's
100. Heck nah. Leash crazy. Talking about 185 miles. $1,100.
For $1,100. You gotta get $1,000 a mile.
Ain't nobody getting that. Ain't nobody getting that leash. You smoking something good over there, girl.
Oh, okay. He said 850. Wait. So wait. Maybe I'm crazy. So it's the carrier's power only. They don't have a trailer. Yeah. The brokers let me run a load under 10,000 pounds, 185 miles. And y'all saying I saw someone else say 850? Really? For less than 200?
Nah, you said how many miles you said? 100 and what?
It's 185. Do Commerce, Georgia to Charlotte. You on your computer?
I mean 185. 180.
I've been seeing power onlys like that for like at least $600.
185 miles, $3 a mile is $555.
Right.
Yeah, $600. That's what I said.
Yeah.
So
if you got
like that, $600, $650.
What did you got 700, James?
750.
Oh, you doing good then?
Yeah.
And they no, but you know the story, Karis. But they turned it down.
The driver turned it down?
Yep.
See, that's this bullshit that I'm talking about when it's a short fucking run. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it's man. See, that's
man.
Right there. Yeah, like seriously.
But wait, hold on. What did Leash say? Leash said 2,400, but a reefer don't count though, Leash. They got like some milk that's about to spoil, so they're gonna give you whatever. You holding the food hostage. That's not the same. This is a regular dry van.
I just got early too at a reefer. Saying they love
reefers too, but that's not the same, man. Reefer don't. That's not the same as a dry van.
Y'all crazy, bro.
I'm just saying, man. I just had to make sure I wasn't crazy. So I will say this. I'm not going to say in their defense. So the carrier has worked with this broker before, and the trailers had some issues here or there. Nothing like crazy, like what I'm saying, you're going to have a wreck or anything, but just, breaking up.
Your Wi-Fi in the kitchen is horrible. You heard me? Hold on. Let's wait real quick, man.
Yeah.
Gotta move to the living room or something. Yeah. Her Wi-Fi in the kitchen. Horrible. Man, my neck is killing me. I'm stressed out, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Whenever my neck is hurting like that, I'm stressed.
What stress you? The carriers or the market or what, man?
I don't know. Just going. Oh man. Told you that Metro PCS. Hey. Hey, the ultimate dispatch said the same thing, yo.
You gotta have good Wi-Fi,
man. That Metro hit me on my Metro. Yo. You need to go in your bedroom because that's where the Wi-Fi is hot. Because in your kitchen it is not hot, yo. It is not popping.
I'm not in my kitchen. I'm over my man's house. So.
Oh, that's why I tell that what it is.
That's why she in the kitchen. She doing what she needs to do. Get it done.
Oh yeah. You should have let me know. We could. Look at that thing.
But
That thing.
but James, you did. That's what it's going for right now with Power Only with them load out trailers. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen it where because I think it's with is it Snyder? One of my brokers that I got a relationship with that does Power Only from like Texas to Kentucky,
Mm-hmm.
and then they run somewhere up in Illinois,
Mm-hmm.
and I think PA. But yeah, so on a short run like that, I've seen where they was doing 600. That's
Yeah.
where they
Yeah.
put them at. Cause what did he say?
Yeah.
How much were they going for? So you was able to negotiate to 750.
Yeah, I got 750. But my thing is, so it's to me, it's not just about the money. It's the other factors that play into it. Like the
Yeah,
load was
the
90. The
diesel.
load was
Yeah.
9,500 pounds. That's like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing.
It,
Like, I mean,
so look, this is what I get from, and I have to tell carriers this too. Like they don't take in consideration that on the broker side, they take the weight in consideration, how much trailer is going to take up. You get what I'm saying? And that's how, they quote their rates. It ain't like it was going to be a full trailer.
right.
It may
Right.
not have been a full trailer.
Yep. Yep. So,
Yeah.
but this is the only reason why I was just kind of like, okay, because in the past, I mean, I've worked with this broker with different carriers, but this particular carrier, there was it's like some minor issues with the trailer. Like they had to go to Love. Like the broker has an account with Love, so any issues there, you just pull in the Loves, they'll take care of it. But it is time, you know what I'm saying? You might be in there for an hour or whatever. And so the carrier was just saying, oh, I don't like their trailers, and they're not in the best condition and everything. And I'm like, man, we're going to Charlotte and back. Like, let's get this money. But
Right.
everybody not always on the same page, and that's just the way it is. So,
Nah.
we move forward.
Fire that driver, man.
So hopefully he ain't crying about why you ain't got him moving yet. You know what I'm saying? Because then they want to question, like, dang.
No, I mean, I had this conversation earlier with Karis. Like, I do my job. Like, I come with it. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're not moving, it's just because basically, you don't want to move. So that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. So
exactly.
Because I'm not finna continue to call you every 5 seconds because you're not really trusting me to do the job. You know what I'm saying? About, do you want to take this load? Shit, by the time you tell me yay or nay, you want to think it over in your head, that motherfucker gonna be gone. Because it's 10 other people calling on the phone for that same fucking load.
Yeah. You're right.
What, how many times everybody.
I'm on live.
Live and uncut. It's all good, dog. It's all good.
Live and uncut, yo.
We said what's up. We said what's up.
Live and uncut, yo. I know you was hiding. I knew it, yo.
You know what I'm saying? What up,
yo, we going to edit that. Nah, we gonna leave that in.
Oh man.
Oh man, I know what y'all been doing, but it's all good. So what do you feel? Because I hear that you're saying you don't want to what James is going through. You don't feel like calling somebody or going back and forth with somebody. How many times would you give somebody that, or would you even she said right away. How many times would you deal with that before you cut the driver, pretty much? Ebony.
If he didn't turn down a couple of loads, and you crying about you still sitting somewhere, then I'm going to cut your ass short. Cause I'm not finna keep going back and forth with you. That's just it. Like that, if they don't understand, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, like some of this stuff that we just don't have control over. You know, we using our relationship
Hey,
already.
I gotta get a lumber fee for one of my drivers. Just 1 second.
Do you think, bro?
Yeah.
So Ebony, like you do you have like you have like a process before you bring on a new carrier? You pretty much, it seems like everybody has their process. So what's yours like?
So I once they send over the carrier packet with all they oh, okay. What you want something to do? Huh? What you want? What like? Huh. I asked that they give me 72 hours to process their paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to get my drivers onboarded to as many as brokers as I can. You know what I'm saying? So I can have so many to pick from instead of trying to every day I'm trying to upload because you ain't signed up to this particular broker.
Yeah.
I want to be able to
That's
just
smart.
hit.
So you have a list of brokers that you just get them hooked up with off top then.
Yeah.
How long is that list? Like who's your top brokers? Now I'm not saying name by name, but just how many would you say you have?
I'm gonna say a good about 15. Like I be trying to get them uploaded within that 72 hours. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying. Because see, I need to start doing that because I'm bad with that. Because I get all the paperwork and everything, I have everything ready. But then when it's time to start booking stuff, every time I call somebody, like, oh, okay, we got you signed up. Oh, we got you signed up. It's like that extra time, you know what I'm saying, that you spending, getting all the paperwork, going through RMIS, all that stuff.
And now some of the brokers are going to where if you ain't signed up with them already, with the market the way it is, they passing it on.
Yep.
They passing it on saying, I'm going to just get somebody else to take the load. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's very crucial right now. So when you onboard a carrier, you better hope that he already signed up because a lot of them, now they like, well, no, I can find somebody that's already signed up.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. So what's your do you have a cutoff as far as like how old the authority is? Because I'm dealing with one of my carriers I just got right now. He'll hit 60 days on the 18th, I think it is. But do you, like, if somebody comes to you and they say, oh, I don't even have 30 days yet, will you still work with them, or you just kind of like, you know what, that's not for me?
No, I still work with them.
Okay.
I just let them know that you gotta be patient. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you gotta build your relationship up for your company name. You get what I'm saying? Like you knew. People gotta start trusting you with their freight. You just can't come in here and think you finna, take these people freight and make some shake.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree because it's when you don't have that 90 days, 6 months, 1 year. It's a lot of brokers that just won't work with you. Like I've been dealing with that. Like I said, with this carrier, like I saw some nice lows and they like, oh man, you don't have 6 months. Like we can't work with you. So it's like, man.
And now that the rates have turned, they really doing that now. See, when the pandemic, they were lenient. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they needed that freight move. But now they really sticking to their guns saying, now you need 6 months, or you ain't got a year or 90-day authority. So that's another thing. Like these drivers ain't, these people with new authority, they not taking in consideration.
I had a few times back, like you said, when the rates were up and everything was booming, where the broker required 6 months. And I think
Mm-hmm.
at the time my carrier may have been like 3-4 months. And the brokers was like, okay, man, just give me 3 references for like 3 brokers you ran loads for like within the last 30 days, and then we'll bypass it.
It,
Like I had that happen several
it,
times, and I was like, wow,
yeah,
okay,
that
cool.
and I
But that's
and
not
I
happening
had that
now.
happen too. No, it's not happening now. They like you gotta have this. That's it. It ain't no talking, none of that. So.
So let me ask you this. I've tried to ask pretty much all the guests we've had on. What is
Mm-hmm.
your plan like going forward? Like, do you see yourself? Are you working towards getting your own truck, or are you trying to like you're an entrepreneur right now? You do dispatching. You're dispatching full time, right? That's like kind of like the only
Mm-hmm.
thing you have going on, or what? Like, what else are you
Yes.
you looking to get
So,
into?
so I have dispatching, and then I do have an online course
Okay.
to teach dispatching, and then I do in-person training for dispatching.
Okay.
I also moved over to helping people if they trying to get their authority, get them set up with getting their authority, getting their business started. So, but
Okay. So
I
like
am
consulting, like getting them started and everything.
yeah. So I'm trying to get my truck, and of course my truck is gonna be a hot shot.
Oh, so you want to get a hot shot?
Yeah, I mean that's my thing.
Okay. All right. So you feel
Yeah.
like right now, like a hot shot is, I mean, of course, it's less expensive. So it'd be just easier probably to get into the hot shot game now than you would take that over an 18-wheeler?
Yeah, I would less maintenance. I would want to start off with a hot shot because
Okay.
that's my niche right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Less
Right.
maintenance.
I got you.
And that'll just be another set of income that I can have.
Yeah.
And just put a
Gotta
driver
have the
in there.
multiple streams.
But see, also, you know what I'm saying, with a hot shot, you can do non-CDL. So if I needed to get in my truck, I could. You get what I'm saying? And do
Yeah.
my own loads.
I got you.
Never
I got
stop, man. Never stop. Pretty much. What time is it? It's 9:13 in Atlanta, 8:13 y'all time. And as a dispatcher, we still working 24/7.
That's
You
exactly
you. You get that
cannot,
lumper fee?
huh?
You get that lumper fee?
Yeah, I got the lumper fee, but I just want to make a point. Not, I don't know what point y'all was making, but I want to make a point to anybody out there. You ain't getting that with 2%. You're not getting that with 3%. You're not getting that with 4. I'm not hating on nobody with 5%, but
Come on, man.
Wow.
They killing us with
yo,
this shit because they want quantity over quality. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Shit.
ain't nobody taking calls at 9 o'clock at night getting lumper fees that's charging 2-3%. I don't care what they say.
Nope.
We earn our money. It's a reason why you pay me my 10%. Cause
Yep.
I work
Exactly.
out 24/7. When I'm at my daughter's softball game on
I'm
a
still
Saturday,
working. Yeah,
I'm still working. I got when I'm
yeah.
recording her and you calling me, I gotta stop recording my daughter because I gotta pretty much take your call and help you with a blowout tire. Ain't nobody doing that with 3%. They not
Come on
doing it.
now. Come on
I don't care
now.
what they
I don't
say.
care what they talking about. Exactly. That part.
You go get that 3%, that 5% you want. I'm telling you, if they ain't doing it, like Alex said, they got 100. They probably got 100 trucks, and they gonna send you to Colorado and get you stuck there, or they ain't speaking English. No shade, but it is what it is.
Come on now. Speak. Hey, you talking my
Boy.
talk. That part.
I'm saying, man, this
You get what you pay for.
9:15, brother, 9:15, and we still working.
Yeah.
So, but my bad. I just had to get that off my chest. Let me get back in. corporate mode. But yeah, man, what was y'all talking about while I was getting the that lumber fee?
Just like future plans and everything. She was talking about what other things she has going on. She's teaching, she's doing consulting, and then talking about getting a truck of her own, probably just going, you know, sticking with a hot shot because that's her niche, that's her specialty. She's the hot shot queen. So, you know, just expand her hot shot kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. So tell me, what got you to the point that you was like, yo, I need to start my own course? You know, what got you to that point? Like, yo, I think I could do this. I'm gonna start teaching people.
Cause I got a lot of knowledge that I need to give out, especially just not in my course. My course offer hot shot. You know what I'm saying? Also with not only that, I offer, you know what I'm saying, talking about business credit and personal credit in my course. You know what I'm saying? I got one of my guys from RPX that, you know, put a mini course in my course talking about how to get your credit right and how to leverage it. You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You doing that M500 thing, because he got about like 5 or 6 things up in his. I see how you doing it. I see you.
I
heard about it.
He tell you how to do your own course. You heard me? He tell
you how to
write your own course.
I heard he got like Toro, he got everything in his course, yo.
He got everything. Yes, he does.
It's just not credit. I see why he charging the arm and leg. It's worth it.
Yeah, cause he giving you different plays that you could start making money off of. You know what I'm saying? So stocks, all that.
I got you. So I still really didn't get a clear answer. I'm like, were people like just hopping in your DM, or like you just said, like, man, it's a lack of knowledge in the hot shot game? Like, what really just made you say, man, I'm finna do it? Like, or maybe you did answer my question. How much? How much is this course? And like 3 bands, I think, bro. But go ahead.
I did answer your question. I just said, you know, everybody was so keen on 18-wheelers. You know what I'm saying? I keened in on, you know what I'm saying, hot shot. So
I got you. Yo, she crazy, yo. Okay. So what was you said you touched on pretty much what she's gonna do or what she's gonna be in like 5 years, or what she wants to be in 5 years on James?
No, I didn't ask that like that specific. I was just asking her as far as like, I know obviously she's dispatching and what other things she had going on, and then like what she was trying to do, like further herself in like the transportation industry or whatever. And that's when she said get a truck, and she said specifically get a hot shot. So
she gonna do the hot shot. Okay.
That's what she said.
Yo, you need to throw the whole Wi-Fi away, yo.
She can't even hear you insult her Wi-Fi.
She can't even hear me join her, yo. She got cut again. Yo, we gonna wrap this up. We gonna wrap it up. Where's she at? We gonna wrap it up. Where's she at? She left. Where you at?
She sent another request to get back in. There she go.
She come back smiling.
I'm not at home, so
I know. I got you. What we gonna do? We might have a part 2, but I want to ask you like one last question so we can wrap it up, because we see you busy over there and we don't want you to interrupt the king that you handling over there. But I like to ask people a question. Is like, Where do they see themselves in 5 years? Because, and I stole this from David Shands, if you ever see this podcast. Where do
Oh
you see
yeah,
yourself
because
in
I'm on
five?
the morning meetup.
Hey, well, where you see yourself in
Okay,
5 years, so we can look back at this podcast and be like, oh, okay, Ebony said she gonna do this in 5 years, and she actually did it. So where do you see yourself, and what do you see yourself doing in 5 years? I'm in the morning meetup too, by the way. I just don't
Oh,
be
you
going
in?
in all the time.
I see myself.
Besides cooking chicken.
I ain't cooking chicken. I'm making salmon.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
yeah.
It's
So
not healthy, home.
I see myself like owning, several hotshot trucks. Just expanding my business. Venturing off into different things. Especially venturing off with different partnerships with different people because you need a team. You can't do it by yourself. It's all about
Exactly.
who gonna invest in it. You know what I'm saying? And what we can come up with to start making some money. And that's what's wrong with Black folks now because we don't know how to come together. We feel like it's all competition.
yeah.
So
I got you. So owning a couple hot shot trucks, expanding the hot shot truck course, and expanding the business on doing much more. Okay, okay. I like that. I like
That's
that,
what's up.
Ebony. We didn't get that much raw and cut with you today. You was a little you was more corporate today. I wanted that edge. I don't know. Big Steve was in the background. He must have been looking at you see how they act different around the man, yo. She was acting all
I,
like that.
I'm still hey, I'm still myself. No.
Nah, I'm joking with you. I'm joking with you.
Uh,
Well, we gonna close it out. What you wanna? You got some closing words? Well, give us before we go to you, James. Give us some words of encouragement or some advice that we can close out with that you got for dispatchers or people that's trying to get in the game. Ebony.
just stay.
Oh Lord. Oh
Sorry,
Lord.
yeah, I'm sorry. Just stay. No,
Stay still. Do like this.
just stay. Just stay consistent and diligent to who you are. You know what I'm saying? Never waver about the service that you gonna provide to your owner ops or motor carrier fleet owners. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to stand your ground. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, they will smell timid, either whether it's on the broker side or your carrier. They'll try to, you know what I'm saying, force some shit on you that you don't want to do or make you feel like you're not doing your job or you're not going out your way. It's countless of motherfucking days that, you know what I'm saying, like we take on a lot. We take on more stress than them. At some point, just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because what they fail to realize, the more money I make you is the more money I make. So of course, I'm gonna make you some money.
She right.
Nah, that's definitely right. I like that. What you want closing words you want, James? Or you have for us?
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm in the next like the next phase of my entrepreneurial journey. So I'm working. I'm trying to basically learn a new skill set and everything. And one of the things I keep hearing over and over again from different people is if you want to succeed at something, you have to be willing to sacrifice something. So there's no success without sacrifice. So right now, like I got a few things that I'm saying, okay, I'm a sacrifice. I'm gonna put that to the side so I can just focus and be like locked in or whatever. So I think that is one of the keys to success. It's not the key, but one of the keys. Definitely, you got to be willing to say. And that's like people hear sacrifice, and I think a lot of times they think like something that's like crazy and outrageous. But it's just like if you're working out, like if you trying to the success of having a better body and getting in better shape, that means you need to sacrifice unhealthy foods. You might need to sacrifice sugars, like stop drinking soda and juice and stuff. Just drink water for, 60 days or 90 days, whatever. So anytime you have some type of success, there's always some type of sacrifice that precedes that. So just embrace that thought, that process, and then you'll see success on the other end. So that's all I got.
I like that, man. Let's end it with that. I can't say nothing better than that. You topped it. All right, Dan. Well, we're gonna close it out. Another successful episode of Eavesdropping Knowledge, and we'll see y'all on episode 7.
Hey, I want to say, Ebony, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you taking.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Thank you.
My bad, Ebony.
For having me. Thank you.
Thank you.
For having me. We appreciate you.
Yeah, tell homie we sorry to take you away from him, but we gonna let you have him back. You have to make it up to him. that fish better be good too.
It is.
All right.
All right, y'all
bye.
Stay.